We'll start off with Kevin Ellis, who's this week's Missouri Valley Defensive Player of the Week. He had 6 total tackles and a couple sacks, interception, and forced the big fumble at the end of the game that secured the victory for the Bears. Kevin, first of all, congratulations on your Player of the Week award, and I guess maybe just a quick reaction to how well the defense played on Saturday. Then we'll jump into questions.
Okay. I appreciate it. I feel like we played really well. We came together as a defense. It was very good to get out there and get that win under our belt.
Dropping back into coverage, is that something you're used to? But just coming away with that interception, how much you've been working on that?
Oh yeah, I can drop back in coverage. I can play a little coverage too if they need me to. I can do anything.
But no, just how much fun was that? You were able to have a big game and have your impact there, coming away with the game game winner at the very end, and coming up with big plays throughout the night.
It was very excited, man. It was just doing my job, just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, it was plenty of other guys out there making big plays as well. We had Trey, he had a big interception in the beginning of the game, and also Kyrie, he had a forced fumble. I mean, we was just out there having fun, man, just doing our job.
Just your thoughts now as you go up against North Dakota State, and it's the home opener, I guess, for the spring for the Bears. Talk a little bit about playing at home and playing 8-time defending national champs.
Oh, yeah, we're very excited to get out there and play home, of course. Have a lot of fans out there and see us, and it's a big opportunity for us in the program to play North Dakota State. We're very excited. We can't wait.
How much of a surprise was there when you see that they lost last week?
It was a little shocking to me. I wasn't expecting that one.
What do you think your defensive line unit kind of matches up with North Dakota State's front?
I'm gonna take my guys every time. I feel like if we just come out and of course, I mean, the coaches give us a good game plan and we just come out and stick to the game plan and do our job, we'll be okay.
Does it give you some more confidence going into the game, knowing that NDSU did get beat last weekend and they may be not so invincible as they have been the last couple seasons?
I mean, yeah, a little bit, but I mean, we still got to come out and play our best game. We can't look at that just because they lost last week. They going to come in and be looking to get a win too. So, I mean, we just got to be ready to play our game, make sure we stick to the game plan and come out.
What was halftime like after they scored a couple of touchdowns, Western Illinois, to get back in the game right before the half on kind of mistakes that you guys made, almost kind of letting them back in the game?
Oh, it was a little worried at first. But I mean, everything that was happening, I feel like we was basically beating ourselves. So they wasn't really doing anything to, I feel like we were just making mistakes and beating ourselves. So we just had to correct those. And once we got those right, we were pretty good.
And the defense still being able to play at the level you guys are. I mean, there was only one drive in the second half where they crossed the 20 until their longer drive and their the one at the very end. But just being able to have them in bad field position, and you guys kept them there. Just how impressed were you with some of the carryover from what was an impressive fall, bringing it over to the spring?
And we just having fun out there. We just take pride in stopping whoever in front of us. It don't matter where the ball at, no matter where we at on the field. We looking to get a 3 and out every time. We looking to get the ball. So we just having fun out there, just flying around.
How much, when you're trying to fix mistakes that you make, whether it be turnovers or costly penalties that keep a drive going, how much did that fall on you guys as players to get on your fellow teammates, as opposed to, let's say, the coaches trying to come at you guys?
I mean, the game is not gonna always be a perfect game. It's gonna be ups and downs, and we know that. Before the game starts. So we have that in the back of our head. Like, we just gotta know how to attack adversity. When adversity happens, we gotta overcome it. So.
All right, Kevin, looks like that's your final question. We appreciate your time.
Okay, thank y'all for having me.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, up next we have wide receiver Damoriea Vick, who had 6 receptions, 138 yards on Saturday at Western Illinois. Also had that big 74-yard catch and run in the fourth quarter that set up the go-ahead touchdown. Damoriea, how are you today?
Good. How you guys doing?
Fantastic. Hey, talk us through that catch and run you had in the fourth quarter, that 74-yard. It looks like you caught the ball, broke a tackle, and then it was just off to the races and set up the go-ahead touchdown.
I was coming across the middle, and I had seen like the linebackers come down, so I knew I was open. So I knew I was gonna get hit. So I was just trying to brace for the hit whenever I caught it, and I just broke a tackle, and the rest is history.
Questions for Damoriea?
Been a long time to get a win. What did it feel like? Get the big play, kind of put the nail in the coffin, and finish it off.
Shoot, it felt good. I ain't even get to play Western Illinois very much last season, so it was good to be out there and contribute to a win this year.
Just how much different does it feel right now? I mean, you guys are finally able to get that win under a new coaching staff and everything. I'm sure it's got to be a whole new feeling kind of in the locker room compared to some years past.
Yeah, it feels good. I feel like we kind of beat ourselves a little bit in the first half, but we overcame every obstacle, and we found a way to get the win. And we can't dwell on this win too much, though. We still got more to do this week, so we gotta enjoy it for a little while, but we gotta move on this week.
How frustrating has that kind of been? The offense at times just kind of allowing the other team to come back into games. It seemed like you guys were starting to get a groove there in the second quarter, starting to move the ball on them pretty well. But then just a few mistakes, and Western Illinois was quickly back in it.
Yeah, it can get a little frustrating at times, but you just gotta. I just think about it. I gotta just control what I can control, and like when the ball comes my way, just make every opportunity count. And I gotta do everything the best of my ability.
Can you talk about North Dakota State coming in? I mean, obviously you know about these guys, and just to be able to have them on your home field, and just how fired up are the players and everybody about this weekend?
Shoot, I think everybody has a good mindset, and I think everybody's excited to play in front of our home fans, family, and I'm excited. I know everybody's excited, so we just got to come out focused and limit our mistakes.
And it's the Bison, and I mean they're coming off a loss, and I mean you guys got to feel maybe it could be you guys next when they've won all the championships since you've been here. Just you guys got to feel like this is the time for you guys to strike.
Yeah, I mean, if any time this would be the best time. I feel like this would be a good challenge towards our first half of the season, and I feel like if we can overcome it, it can be a good kickoff to our season.
What's kind of the reaction when you guys get to your phones after the game and you look and you're like, wait, that happened? What was that kind of like?
It was surprising to me at first, for real, but I mean, nobody's invincible. So, I mean, we just gotta. I know they gonna come out and be hungry for a win. I know they just coming off a loss, so I know they're not gonna take their foot off the pedal at all. So we just gotta come in focused and ready for a fight.
All right, Damoriea, looks like that's your last question. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Yep, thanks, man.
All right, Coach Petrino joins us now. Coach, congratulations on a big win on Saturday. If you want to talk a little bit about that and maybe just give us a quick preview of the North Dakota State game, then we'll go into questions.
Sure. Well, I was really proud of our team on our resiliency and how hard we competed, how hard we fought. Get a fourth quarter win, I think, is good. Our players were excited about it. Certainly felt like early in the game we were in control of it, and we made some mistakes, and they made some good plays to get back in it, and it kind of went back and forth. And but to be able to go drive the ball and score in the fourth quarter, and then have our field goal kicker do a great job making field goals. Our defense come up with big stops is a good way to win our first game. So I'm just excited for our players. They're real happy about it after the game, and They competed extremely hard. That's the thing that's really nice when you put on the video is to see the effort that's going on out there on the field.
Yeah, you just look. I mean, you guys go 0-3 in the fall, but you show promise going into the spring to finally be able to get the win. Just how did you see that in the play, and just how the players reacted, and the feeling for them just kind of going forward under you?
Yeah, I mean, it was an exciting locker room. They were very happy about it. We came up with some big plays to win the game. You know, Ellis's interception certainly was a huge play. Vick's catch and run, and Isaac getting his first touchdown. So there's a lot of guys that have been working extremely hard and saw some of the hard work pay off. So that's always fun for our players to see that happen.
And just what Kevin was able to do. I mean, we haven't seen him drop back into coverage too much and be able to come up with some one-handed plays like that before. Just kind of the versatility he has for your defense. Just kind of how much does he add for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he's a really talented guy, and he's such a great pass rusher. You try not to have him drop in coverage too much. You know, you try to get your players in position to do what they do best. But he has worked that a lot, you know, worked it a lot in practice. We even do blitz skelly where it's just the defensive ends and the secondary and linebackers working on zone pressures. And he did a great job. I thought he was going to get one earlier too. He almost did. The ball kind of went between him and our corner. But he's very talented. He's, you know, a guy that could easily play stand up outside linebacker. We move him around. He does a lot of things for us. His sack was just as big, and forced fumble. And, you know, he's a guy that plays as hard as he possibly can every single play.
Coach, playing a team like NDSU, would you rather not see them coming off a loss, or them coming off a loss? Does it maybe look like, all right, maybe they weren't as invincible as they had been the last couple seasons?
Yeah, I mean, we don't really worry about that. We know how good a football team and the tradition that they have. And, you know, we have to worry about ourselves and how we prepare, understand what they're going to do on offense, what they're going to do on defense. You know, the minute you put North Dakota State film on video, you see the effort and talent that's out there. So it's going to be up to our preparation and making sure that we prepare hard, play fast in practice so we can match the speed that we're going to see on Saturday.
Your offense was able to put points on the board on Saturday against Western Illinois. What do they need to do better to compete with North Dakota State?
Yeah, you know, continue to be better, have more success on first down. Obviously, that's something that we worked hard on, and we made huge improvements from in the spring. When you're not successful on first down, defense definitely has the advantage. And you know, one of the strengths of North Dakota State's defense is their defensive front. So that's obviously something that we must do, is to be successful on 1st and 10, convert third downs, take care of the football. You know, we were in complete control of that game, and we had some errors and let them back in it. So obviously we know we need to take care of the football, and come up with some big plays. You know, we're still in search of more chunk plays where you don't have to drive the ball so long that you make some big plays.
How frustrating was that? Because I'm sure you've been preaching for the last few months. Don't shoot your foot. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. And just to see some of those mistakes come in the second quarter there and kind of let them in. Just kind of how was that as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, we never say don't shoot yourself in the foot. I don't know why anyone would ever do that. You know, I don't know anyone that ever shot themselves in the foot. I think it's just a saying, right? Yeah, but you know, we're just going to keep working on it, and you know, a lot of people want to complain about Jaden and that, but the fumble was absolutely not his fault. You know, our running back took the wrong track for the wrong play and ran right into him. It would have been easy, you know, to take him out. We went in the locker room, we talked about it, said everyone just calm down. What do we think we need to do to win the game? And we made the decision to keep him in the ball game, and he made some huge plays in the second half. You know, some that don't even go recognized, like throwing the ball out of bounds, throwing the ball away to keep us in field goal position. And started to see some of the maturity that we're trying to coach every day in practice show up on the game field.
Coach, I mean, when you're coming home after a road win, your first win for you as the coach, it's easier to put North Dakota State's tape on, make sure they're focused for the Saturday game, right? Than let's say any other team in the Valley.
Say that again, Matt. You got me. I couldn't tell who was talking at first, and then I was looking at your mask, not listening. So
No, that's me. But I was going to say, I mean, you're coming home after the first win for you as the coach, but it's North Dakota State that you guys are going to play. So when you put that film on, it doesn't take much for the players to get refocused to get this, as opposed to thinking about the win on Saturday before they go and play the next game.
Yeah, I think what you try to do is give yourself 24 hours to, celebrate the victory. These guys were real happy about it. It was good to see the success and the smiles and, the hugs and cheers in the locker room after the game. But now once we get here on Monday, everything's just looking forward. We got to put the rest of it behind us and move forward and go through the process of weekly preparing for a game. That's something, even the games we played in the fall were kind of all spread out, and we didn't have the weekly grind. So we've got to get used to this weekly grind and do a great job in the meetings today. We're going to go out and run really hard. I thought that we got fatigued. We've been practicing in below zero weather or not warm at all. The sun was out, it was shining. They were on the field for a long time. They had some anxiety, so you get fatigued a lot quicker. So we've got to get in better shape too and be able to play faster, longer.
How was the health coming out of that game? It seemed like were there a lot of cramps? Just kind of how'd you guys come out of that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a physical game. We had some guys get nicked up, but knock on wood, I feel good about where we'll be on Saturday with everyone there.
Is this Bison team so much different without their quarterback than it was maybe the tape that you saw prior to last week?
I mean, they're a good football team. They really know how to run the football, and they
Some technical difficulties. We'll get Coach back here in just a second.
Sorry.
You broke him, Dan.
It's all my fault. I knew they were losing it. What they need to do is they need to get what I was going to say is how much different is this North Dakota State team without their quarterback who decided to go to the NFL draft? Do they look that much different than they looked prior to him leaving?
We still got you on mute, Coach. Sorry. Coach, you're on mute still.
say I'm muted.
There you go. Now you're set.
Okay. Well, that was a good answer. I heard it. Aren't we tired of this Zoom stuff? I can't
Amen to
tell you
that.
how tired I am of Zoom.
Me too.
Anything else? Yeah, I know
I'm
you
not
guys
even
can
going
use
to ask a question. I'm not even going to ask the question again.
No, I mean, he's obviously a great player, and he's a good guy that gets drafted in the first round of the NFL, and you're always a little bit different when you lose somebody like that. But their tradition starts in running the football and the power play and the downhill runs, and they got great running backs, quarterback that can throw the ball deep, and receivers that can go get it. So it's a tremendous challenge for us. We've just got to have a great week of practice. It was a lot better when I was muted.
Coach, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Good luck this weekend.
Okay, thanks a lot. You guys have a good day.